The famous Stoic thinkers quoted below believed in the power of controlling our thoughts and emotions to lead a happier life. Their wise words can help us to let go of things outside of our control and focus on what we can change within ourselves. Here are a few of our favorite Stoicism quotes, sayings, and phrases that can help you be present in the moment, embrace life's challenges, and cultivate a more positive and fulfilling existence. If you'd like to listen to all of these instead, go check out our Stoic Quotes playlist on YouTube. Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor who wrote the famous book Meditations, which is essentially a collection of his personal thoughts and reflections on life. Despite being a powerful ruler, he was a strong advocate of Stoicism, and he emphasized the importance of living in accordance with reason and virtue. His writings continue to inspire and influence people today, reminding us to focus on our inner growth and wisdom rather than external distractions. Epictetus was a Stoic teacher who was born into slavery, but rose to start his own school and became one of the most influential figures in Stoicism. He taught that we cannot control external events, but we can control how we react to them. His emphasis on self-control and acceptance of whatever comes our way greatly influenced the Stoic movement and continues to impact our understanding of how to lead a happy and fulfilling life. Lucius Aeneas. Seneca was a statesman in the Roman Republic, a writer and philosopher who was highly influential in the development of Stoicism. Known for his wit and wisdom, he wrote extensively on the subject, and his ideas continue to be studied and revered today. His focus on living a virtuous life and practicing self-control and discipline remains a core tenet of Stoicism, and his writings have inspired generations of philosophers and thinkers. Viktor Frankl was a renowned psychiatrist and neurologist who was heavily influenced by Stoicism. He believed in the power of personal responsibility and the ability to find meaning in even the most difficult circumstances. His experiences as a Holocaust survivor shaped his belief in the importance of inner freedom and the ability to choose one's attitude in any situation. His work, including his famous book Man's Search for Meaning, has greatly impacted the modern understanding of Stoicism and its emphasis on resilience and mental strength. Cato the Younger was a fierce advocate of Stoicism, living his life according to its principles of virtue, rationality, and self-control. He famously stood up to Julius Caesar, refusing to compromise his beliefs even in the face of overwhelming odds. His steadfast dedication to Stoicism earned him the admiration of his peers and helped to spread the philosophy throughout ancient Rome. Gaius Musonius Rufus was a charismatic and influential Stoic philosopher who was known for being a teacher of Epictetus, whose lessons can be found in the Enchiridion. He emphasized the importance of living a virtuous life, and his teachings were focused on applying Stoic principles to everyday situations. He believed that true happiness could only be found through living a virtuous life and following the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. His influence on Stoicism was significant, and he is often considered one of the key figures in the development of the philosophy. Life is about finding peace and contentment by focusing on what is within our control and accepting what is outside of our control with grace and wisdom. Relationships should be based on mutual respect, clear communication, and a focus on what is within our control, rather than seeking external validation or attachment. We only have control over our own thoughts and actions, and that it's important to focus on what we can control in order to live a peaceful and fulfilling life. True happiness comes from accepting what we cannot control, focusing on our own actions and thoughts, and living a virtuous life. Anger is an irrational and destructive emotion that we should strive to control and replace with rational thinking and a calm demeanor. Stoics embrace adversity as a necessary part of life and to see it as an opportunity to grow and become stronger. A Stoic views failure as an opportunity to learn and grow, rather than as a personal flaw or defeat. Time is a precious and finite resource, so it's important to use it wisely and make the most of every moment. Death is a natural part of life and should be accepted calmly as a release from the constraints of the physical world. Anxiety is a normal part of life, but Stoics can manage it by focusing on what is within their control and accepting what is not. Work should be approached with a clear mind and a focus on fulfilling our duties and responsibilities to the best of our abilities, while accepting whatever results may come. Fear is just an illusion created by our mind and can be conquered by focusing on what is within our control and practicing rational thinking. Stoicism teaches that love should be unconditional, rational, and based on virtue, and that it should prioritize the loved one's well-being over our own emotional desires. We can't change the past, but we can control how we perceive and react to it, which in turn shapes our present and future. Focus on developing a virtuous character, practicing self-control, and embracing life's challenges with wisdom and acceptance for personal growth and fulfillment. Emotions are not inherently good or bad, but rather it's our interpretation and reaction to them that determines their impact on our life. True mastery of our lives comes from learning to control our own thoughts and emotions, so that we can respond to the world with calm and wisdom. As Stoics, we believe in ourselves and trust in our abilities, because confidence comes from understanding our inner strength and embracing challenges as opportunities for growth and development. Change is inevitable and natural, and that accepting and embracing it is key to finding peace and happiness in life. We should appreciate and be grateful for what we have, rather than constantly striving for more, as a path to inner peace and happiness. Stoics practice kindness towards others by being rational, impartial, and detached from our emotions, in order to live a fulfilling and virtuous life. True strength comes from being in control of our thoughts, emotions, and actions, and accepting life's challenges with courage and resilience. In Stoicism, a healthy marriage is built on mutual respect, trust, and open communication, and emphasizes the importance of accepting life's difficulties together. Family relationships should be based on mutual respect, integrity, and a shared goal of virtuous living. Stoicism encourages us to accept pain and illness as natural and inevitable parts of life, and to focus on our inner strength and resilience in facing these challenges. For Stoics, suffering is a natural part of life and can be transformed into strength and wisdom through our perspective and actions. Helping others is an important part of living a virtuous life, as it helps to create a harmonious community and bring us closer to inner peace and contentment. A Stoic takes calculated risks based on our values and principles, accepting the outcomes as part of life's journey and finding peace in our control over our own actions. Embrace uncertainty as a natural part of life and to focus on what we can control, rather than worry about things outside of our control. Stoic believe that the purpose of life is to live in accordance with nature and reason, by embracing our role as rational beings and focusing on what is within our control. Resilience comes from embracing challenges, accepting what is outside of our control, and focusing on cultivating a strong sense of inner peace and wisdom. For someone studying Stoicism, learning is a continual process of seeking wisdom, understanding, and personal growth, and accepting that some things are beyond our control. Courage is the ability to face fear and uncertainty with strength, wisdom, and equanimity. Stress is just a natural part of life and can be managed by focusing on our inner strength and attitude towards it, rather than trying to control external circumstances. Focus on what you can control and let go of worry by recognizing that some things are simply beyond our power to change. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of working together with a common goal and treating each other with respect and dignity in order to achieve success as a team. We should focus on our own efforts and values in competition, rather than getting caught up in winning or losing. Stoic leaders should cultivate inner wisdom, virtue, and resilience to lead with fairness, justice, and integrity, and to inspire others to do the same. Discipline is the key to living a virtuous and content life by exercising control over our emotions and desires. True friendship is based on mutual respect, honesty, and a shared understanding of virtuous behavior, leading to a harmonious and fulfilling relationship. True freedom lies in our ability to control our thoughts and emotions, rather than external circumstances. Wisdom is a matter of understanding and accepting the natural order of things, and using reason and virtue to live in harmony with it. Stoicism encourages us to let go of our ego and arrogance and focus on the present moment with humility and wisdom. While fate may determine the events that happen in our lives, it is up to us to control how we respond and react to them, making us the masters of our own destiny. We should release attachment to things outside of our control and focus on developing inner peace and wisdom, allowing us to find contentment in all circumstances. True success is achieved by focusing on what we can control, our own thoughts, actions, and character, rather than external factors like wealth, status, or power. Stoicists believe that excessive indulgence in lust and sex can lead to emotional turmoil and distraction from our duties, so it encourages moderation and control in these desires. Exercise and sports should be approached with a focus on mental discipline and strength, rather than solely for physical achievement or competition. Wealth is not the key to happiness, but rather it is our perspective and inner peace that truly bring joy and fulfillment. We should view our possessions as mere tools, rather than as the source of happiness or identity, and encourages us to cultivate inner peace and contentment instead. Travel should be approached with a sense of detachment and an emphasis on finding inner peace and contentment, regardless of the external circumstances and surroundings. True power lies in our ability to control our own thoughts, emotions, and reactions, rather than external circumstances or possessions. The length of our life is not as important as how we live it. As long as we strive to live a virtuous and meaningful life, we will have lived a good life no matter how long or short it may be. Aging is a natural part of life and should be embraced with grace, wisdom, and acceptance, as it provides opportunities for growth and reflection. While loss and grief are inevitable, we can choose to react to them with resilience and acceptance by focusing on what we can control and finding meaning in our experiences. Fame is fleeting and ultimately unimportant, as true happiness and contentment can only be found within oneself. Stoic teachers encourage us to let go of our desire for revenge and vengeance, and instead focus on improving ourselves and living a virtuous life.